Gonna leave this meeting.
All right, welcome everyone. If you're just beginning the session with us on the recording, we've had the first few minutes of our time today just to check in with each other. And we've also kind of talked about the week and how we feel. And so take a moment, pause the video, and do that your own self, right? Really check in and see how you feel right now, what's been happening, where are the aches and pains today, or where is the lightness and the sunshine in your body. And just to remember that time of just pausing. And Lenten season is all about that self-reflection and taking those quiet moments. That's very helpful as we progress with our mindfulness and meditation session today. So this is M&Ms. So I wanted everybody to have some candy today. But I couldn't figure out how to get that done. But yeah, M&M day. So mindfulness and meditation. The two ideas are mindfulness is about being in the present moment, using the five senses, not stuck on something that happened 3 days ago and you just can't let it go, not worried about what's going to be for supper tonight or what's happening in the future or how you're going to present in front of these people, not you are in this moment. And so the best way to work on that is to concentrate on the breath, which we've been working on the whole time. And today we are born to be wild. All right. And so we are thinking about how we have monkey mind many days, right? And the breath is a way that we can calm the monkey mind and calm the anxious moments and calm when we have too much on our plate. The stress is just too much and overwhelming. The breath, we can come back to the breath, right? So we'll work on the breath work today again, and then we will move into meditations. And I thought I would offer a couple of different meditations depending on our time, maybe even three, we'll see. But meditations are the after you've moved and after you've taken a moment to work out the wiggles. Meditation offers you a chance to just explore and let God speak to you. There can be meditations where you're just quiet and you focus on the breath. And there's also meditations where you use visualization. So we'll try some of those today, I think. But we'll play it by ear. We'll let God lead. And so I invite you to sit up nice and tall. And I invite you to be here right now in this moment with a big breath in and a big breath out. Imagine you're sitting by the river. Boats are traveling by with the current. And as you breathe in, you feel the grace of God and the peace of God. And as you breathe out, any worry, anything that is an obstacle for you today, you send it out there to the river. It hops on one of those little boats and it goes down the stream. And it sails away to the big ocean. Where it just turns and gets all absorbed into the big wide world. But it's no longer your care, no longer your responsibility. So sit by that river and continue to breathe using your switch breath or alternate nostril breathing, or the Sanskrit is analoma viloma. And just do 6 rounds, finishing up just breathing deeply. Take another big, deep breath. And then really take a moment to look inside of you and see how it feels. And just notice that small practice. That's one thing you could add into the week. How does it, the effect that it has on your body? And is that something that's doable for you to take a few minutes regularly through your week consistently? Because it's those small things that we do that are going to make a huge difference in our levels of anxiety and our amount of stress. And the way we manage stress, not the amount of stress. That's an external thing, but the way we manage it. All right, we're going to begin with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is a mindfulness technique. And I'm going to do a screen share to show you where you could find this and also send a link. And so we'll go to, let's look at St. Patrick here. Leftover from whenever I was, oh, no, let's don't look at St. Patrick. Cancel, minimize, exit strip. There we go. Okay, if you Google Zippity Bee, that's my little business name, which I don't know if I'll keep the little business name. If I have the call, I was hoping that I would close the business, but we'll just see. Maybe I'm already doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But if you go to Be in Touch, all right, and can y'all see what I see?
I see a picture of St. Patrick icon.
Oh, okay, so y'all didn't see what I saw. Let's try again. Ta-da. All right, now do you see Zippity Bee?
Yes.
Okay, so let me start over. So what we're gonna do, sorry for the technical difficulties. All right, so if you just type in Zippity Bee, and I got that from Zippity Doodah and DB for Dieta Broom. And so this is my little website, my presence out there in the world. And this is a little guy that was in the 3rd grade that dressed up like me to express what optimism was. And that just, I felt like that was one of those drop the mic moments. So that's why I always have that icon because I love it that that little guy thought that I expressed what optimism was. So, but if we go to Be in Touch, or excuse me, Other Business, you'll see the Bengals that we talked about last week when we were, or the week before, Pastor Patty, when we talked about the, what was it, Pastor Patty, that we did?
The anointing.
Yes, the anointing one. So if you click here, and this is just a Google site where I've done all these different bracelets. And the one that I want to highlight today is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, check in and be mindful. Okay, so this is something I learned from my assistant principal. It's another bracelet I made to remember how to do it. And the first thing you do for 5 is you take 5 deep breaths. So this is the way to get in this moment and to be here right now. And when you start to spin and have the monkey mind, it's one thing that you can do. All right, so big breath in and big breath out. And take 4 more deep breaths. And as you finish up, just notice the quality of your breath. Did the breath change from when you first started breathing with your alternate nostril breathing? Is it a deeper and more quality breath? And then move to the 4, and the 4 represents, and on the charm, it has a little smiley face to see 4 things that are around you. So what do you see? I see my Grover puppet right? Over here, keeping watch over me, reminded me to not be scared of myself because of the story, the monster at the end of the book where it's him. What do you see? Look around you and find the things that you see, and that noticing things, that's using your sense of vision, your eyes, that keeps you in the room. All right, when you got 4 things, hold up 3 fingers. All right, so for 3, you're going to think about 3 things that you're grateful for. These 3 things that you're grateful for. Small things, big things. When you got them, hold them right here at your heart with your hands so that they don't get away from you. And then we move to two positive statements. On the charm, it's a little pod or for positive, but P-O, right? All right, positive. So like, I'm strong. God is always with me. I can do hard things. Jesus did hard things. I could do hard things. Jesus lives in my heart. Whatever it is that is your mantra. Oh, Lillian, this might be the time that you want to use, I honor my body, right? I accept who I am today, and I'm thankful and know that God is with me. Whatever it is that you like to share. And when you've got those positive statements, then take the hands together at the heart. All right. And then for the one thing, it's a unicorn charm because you got that one horn on the unicorn. One thing you're looking forward to today. And when you got that, put your thumbs up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, and look how
Oh,
Pastor Patty's
nice.
got the fireworks. I love
I love it.
it. All right, so that
I
is
have no idea how that happened.
Pastor Michael Jeanette taught me that, like with the newer Zooms or something. I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but some of the hand signals will do things on your
Oh,
background.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll have to look up what they all are, but yeah, so this is a mindfulness check-in. All right. So mindfulness, when you do mindfulness, you really are thinking about being in the room. And you're thinking about using the 5 senses, and you can see how this used the 5 senses. I've seen 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with lots of different ideas. One is to just use your 5 senses, and I really love the one that says smell, because I'm thinking smell, like, I mean, but she said, smell your hand, smell like paper, smell, like you can find smells around you, right? I thought that was kind of interesting. When you
Someone
go
actually
through
taught
that.
me, someone taught me to create, and I have it, I just need to dig it out, to find like an old shoebox. And then they put different things that stimulate you, and smell and sense was in there. So I think I had like a bark of cinnamon bark in there. I had some essential oil for the smell. So put things that capture the 5 senses. So when you're having a tough day, or you're tired, or you haven't been outdoors in a while, you open your box of senses, and you touch stuff and you smell stuff, and it actually helps, it helps kind of pep
Yeah.
you up a little.
So
Yeah.
do you remember when we used to use film and cameras?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you remember those cute little containers that the film came in?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Deetta went to a workshop once upon a time and found out you could make finger puppets with them, right? So I started saving those. Well, I still have, because of who I am, I still have those. But another thing, Lillian, which you can find any small container, was to take a cotton ball with that essential oil
Ooh,
of
we did
whatever.
that in CPE,
Okay,
Charleston.
yeah. And then you
Yeah.
add that little container, which those little film
Yes.
canisters are perfect. And then
Yeah.
I've made those with kids before to have your lavender, that you can
Yeah.
put. But
At
yeah.
the hospital, we would distribute it to the nurses because they were always be
Mhm.
sitting at their desk all day. So we'd make a whole bunch and take it up there and
And
get
I
to
it's
pick
love
the
so
that.
card.
these little
Yeah.
simple ideas are what we're celebrating and what we can do.
Yeah.
And as I shared, before we started recording about the call process for me, you know, one of the sisters in the deaconess community said, Yetta, all you need is the light on the next step. You don't need to know what's at the top of the stairs, right? We don't need to know where things are going. We just got to do the next thing. And maybe it means we need to have that sense box. Maybe it means we need to take our deep breaths. Or one of the things I'll send you is a link to where I made a little drawing about how to remember to be here now. And it actually creates a little bee when you follow it. And it, you know, drawing, coloring, all those things are so relaxing for us. And you just got to find the tools that feel good for you. All right, we'll stop sharing and we'll go now to some meditation ideas. But before we do, let's work those seated sun salutations so that you can get a little movement in your body so that you can maybe do better about being still and quiet. All right, so and I will turn my chair sideways. Remember to stack up anything if you don't feel like you can get to the floor. Today, books, boxes, anything works good. And we're going to sit up nice and tall and breathe our arms up overhead. And exhale and take your hands to your lap. So they're right there on the quadriceps, on the thigh muscles. Inhale, reach forward and find that diagonal from tailbone all the way up to fingertips. And then exhale and drape over the legs. So you can reach down to blocks. If you're really stiff, you can just go to the forearms on the thighs. But from here, you take either just leaning on one forearm and reaching another hand high to get a twist. Or you're reaching down low to the blocks, to the floor. And then the hand that's high comes low and the hand that's low comes high. And you just twist in the opposite direction. All right, reach back down. This is really critical to feel the feet connect with the floor, feel the muscles really connect to the bones. Squeeze the belly button back to really support the lift as you breathe in and lift up. Yeah, and then let go of everything and breathe in and out right here. Breath in, breath out. All right, breathing in, reach high. Exhale, hands to the lap. Inhale, reach forward on the diagonal. Really lengthen the spine. Exhale, drape the body. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. All right, take one hand to the center or forearm on the thigh as you reach up and twist. And take the hand that's high, low, and the hand that's low, high. And reach up and twist. And then come down, feel the feet really connect. Squeeze everything tight so you support the lift. Don't yank or crank the back. And then hands together. And one more time. Big breath in here. Big breath out there. And breath in and lift. See if you can tickle the ceiling, keeping the shoulder blades down and together. And then exhale, hands to the lap. Inhale, reach out on the diagonal again, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower, get that forward fold in. One hand to the center and reach up. Then exhale, lower, and the opposite hand reaches up. And exhale, lower, and then feel the feet connect, support as you lift. And this time get a little waterfall, which means you keep sending the thumbs back and you get a little extension in the spine, which is a little bit of that happy cat or that cow movement to the back. All right, hands together, thumbs to your heart. All right, how did that feel?
Wonderful.
That felt good. That felt good for my shoulders and day too. All right, so when you sit for meditation, when you do meditation, y'all, you can do it any way that works for you. This is a cushion for meditation. I forget the name of it. It's Zafu or something. Zafu. But anyway, you can find these in all kinds of shapes and sizes. But you need to be comfortable when you meditate. So if it's better for you to sit comfortably in your chair, you know, if it's better to sit with your back propped up against the wall, if you're a cross-legged person, they even make meditation benches. And I don't know, Pastor Patty, you may have more thoughts with your spiritual direction. Do you have any more?
Usually just a comfortable chair with your feet on the floor.
Okay, there you go. So that helps with the groundedness. All right, so what you find a way that you want to feel comfortable today. And the first one, let's see, tell me, have we done magic carpet ride together yet?
It doesn't sound familiar, but
Okay, so let's do magic carpet ride or 5-minute vacation as one of ours. And then tell me, we did loving kindness, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where you hold the mirror and you say, may you be happy, may you be healthy.
Yes.
oh, I don't think I caught that. Maybe that was last week.
Okay.
Okay.
And you pass it to another person. You think of another person.
And then somebody, so I'll just send links for all those,
Okay.
that,
Wonderful. Yeah.
because I know we won't have time to do everything and it's really hard to do more than one. And I also want to have a share for apps. So like I know Insight Timer is a good app for meditation practice, and Headspace is a good app on the phone. And so if you have something that you like, I think that would be good for us to share ideas for, because those are ways that you can do meditation, and using the app helps you try different ideas. All right, okay, so for this one, get nice and comfy for you, and you're going to pretend that the space and place where you are right now, like your chair or your mat, if some of us are on the floor, it just changes into a magic carpet. Now, you can be any color that you like and any kind of texture, or just, be imaginative and create your magic carpet, and then let it lift you up off the floor and out of your house today and out into the world. And in Columbia today, or Lexington today, it's a little rainy weather. So what if your magic carpet goes up, 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 high above the rainy weather, the high above the clouds, where the sun always shines. And it travels to a place that you love to be, a place where you feel safe, a place that nourishes you. And the neat thing is, it can be a real place, like currently, it can be a place you've always wanted to visit. It could be a place that you remember from childhood. But you go to this place, traveling over those treetops and housetops and cars going this way and that, high above any of the rain clouds. Maybe you see birds fly by. And then you arrive at this location. You lower down on your magic carpet, and then you get off the carpet and explore this place. There may be games to play, people you love, good food to eat, whatever it is for you. Take a moment and just enjoy this space and place. Even though you would like to stay longer at this place, this safe and happy and nourishing place, you can come back anytime. So go ahead and find the closure you need, if there's any goodbyes or anything to wrap up. And then make your way back to your carpet and then let it lift up, 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 up into the sky. Traveling over housetops and rooftops and cars going this way and that. Birds flying. And travel all the way back to the space and place where you are right now. Through the doors of the house. Go ahead and circle around your room a couple of laps just for grins and giggles. And then let your magic carpet lower to the ground. And then let it change back into the seat in which you are supported now. Take a big deep breath in and let it go. And then flutter those eyelids open to let the light in if you had your eyes shut. And how do you feel now?
So relaxed.
Oh, and you had a big grin on your face, Pastor Patty. That was cool.
That was amazing.
Well, does anybody mind sharing where you traveled today? You don't have to.
Sure. I mean, I don't know where it is, but first of all, my carpet was purple and gold, so I loved it. So I just saw myself really high on a clear, sunny day. And it seemed like I was over, like, you know, those old British castles.
Yes.
It was a
Yeah.
huge place. So I know how it's just green lawn all around. So I was kind of hovering over there, and then I kind of landed quite some meters to the castle. So I walked towards the castle, and suddenly I'm like in the castle backyard, which is like a Japanese garden. And then I'm hopping across stones to a place where I climbed up, and I could just see like a blue lagoon just stretched out in front of me. And I just sat there in the sun till you said it was time to pack up.
I love it. Oh, wow. What an imagination. And the thing is, when you visit this place in your mind, you bring it back with you to the present moment, and it makes the present moment infused with that hopefulness and that, like you said, Pastor Patty, that relaxation that you experienced. Yeah.
Mhm.
Would you like to share, Pastor Patty? You definitely.
Sure. Actually, my magic carpet looked similar. I don't think I had gold on it, but it was purple. I remember going up into the air and going, whoo, I got butterflies in my stomach, because it was like, I don't want to fall off the edge of my, so I laid down on my tummy and held the end and looked over.
I love it. I love it.
And then I went up to my mountain cabin in North Carolina that
Ooh,
overlooks Grandfather Mountain, and settled down on my back porch and
wow.
sat there in the chairs that I've got and just overlooked the land, waved at my neighbor. You know, it was just and my favorite place is there on sunrise. It's just absolutely beautiful as the sun comes up over the mountains.
Oh,
It's wonderful.
I love it. And this is such a powerful exercise. I would do it all the time with kids. And do you know what? That was there whenever you said, what would you like to do today? Of all the things we've done with yoga, can we go on a magic carpet ride? I mean, they loved a magic carpet ride. And I even had one girl one time say, I went visit my grandmother in heaven. And you know, that I mean, so powerful because you have this ability within you at all times to stop and just take that moment to travel to that place that feels safe and happy and nourishing, and it's healthy, and you bring it back with you. So this is called developing your inner resource, is what this is when you think of different kinds of meditation. So
And I think it's because in life where you don't feel like you have control of much, you totally feel like, you know what I mean? Like you have the freedom to just let your mind take you wherever. So I think coming back after the exercise, it was just one of those like, yeah, you know, I had control. And it wasn't even that I had control. I was free from control.
yeah. So if you share this with others in your ministry, the one thing that I remember my teacher explaining is that if you take people to this place like through the mat. You got to get them back to where they are now. So it's very important to have the carpet go there and to guide the carpet back to the moment. So, but it's an easy one to incorporate, you know, and to share with others in your ministry.
Don't guide people back, they may never come back.
Yeah. All right.
Stay here.
All right. So go ahead and stand up. And we're going to do what's called the half sun salutation. So you don't have to get down on the floor, but we want to work just a little bit of movement before we try our next fun. Because like I say, it's to do too many meditations at once to teach it, you know, it's not as effective. So let's get some movement in. All right, we're going to breathe in and reach hands high overhead, and then exhale and find your forward fold today, whatever that is for you. You can bend your knees to get lower to the ground. All right, and then what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze the tummy muscles and come up halfway and just let the hands fall side to side. This is called monkey pose with children. It's all right, we're born to be wild. And this is our monkey mind we're trying to calm today. Then you're going to reach back down to the floor and push the feet to the floor, send the hips back, reach up and find your chair pose. So when you look at your chair pose, the idea is the hips are way back, the back is long and straight, which is wonderful. You want to turn sideways to the camera to see that you've got a long back. And then your legs are parallel. So be careful and don't let the knees fall in or out or that kind of thing. And then reach up high to the sky. Okay, and bring your hands down by your side. Now you can take yoga blocks or things. No, I wouldn't recommend a cork block because they're heavy. But like these are foam blocks, but you can use anything like maybe a book or something, pillow. But the idea is that you really want those legs parallel when you do chair. Because as ladies, we were taught, and everybody is identified as female in our fund today, but as ladies, we were taught, you know, like to put our knees together so you don't show, you know, anything you shouldn't show. And then, you know, we come up when people, you watch people sit and stand, they put the knees together. And it's not what we want to do. And think about that this is really critical for getting up and down off the toilet, right? This is important muscles that we got to keep strong in our body. So if you want to try something like that as you work it, you sure can. All right, let's do a couple more of this and then we'll do one more meditation. All right, big breath in. Reach high, stretch and touch the ceiling tiles. Really lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, whatever it is for you today. And you can shake the head yes and shake the head no. You can bend the knees to get lower to the ground if and then as you want to. And then we'll straighten legs out. Let the arms dangle. Remember, everything we've done today is to calm the chitter chatter of the monkey mind. And then reach back down, stick the hips way back. The knees automatically bend if you do. Reach up and find your chair pose. Big breath in, big breath out. Say your your mantra. I can do hard things. I did 5 hard things before breakfast. Oh, whatever it is for you, I honor my body. I'm making my best efforts. It's good. God said it was good. All right, push to the floor, reach up nice and tall, and feel what it feels like to be you. One more time, big breath in, reach high, exhale, fold the body. Inhale, come up about halfway and let the arms dangle. And then reach back down, stick the hips way back, the knees automatically bend. Reach up and find the chair pose. So you look like a lightning bolt. All right, push to the floor and come up nice and tall. And then have a seat or lay down or whatever feels good. And we were closed today with the idea of a body scan. So body scans are awesome again for mindfulness and meditation because body scans target each part of the body and it gives you a chance to really feel what is happening in your body. All right, big breath in, big breath out. Notice where your body connects with the floor or the seat. As Pastor Patty said, feeling those feet on the floor is a grounding experience, like a supportive experience. Like, and remember that you've always got the earth. The earth is always pushing back and holding you. And so one of the things that people say, take off your shoes, go barefooted in the dirt to really feel the ground. Next week, we'll explore the vagal nerve and talk about other ways to feel that groundedness or that coming back to the center. And then pretend there is a star in the sky that is just your star. And it shines down and it goes right to the heart. Oh, and it warms up the heart. Feel that star shine in your heart. And let it just blossom and bloom in the center of your chest. And then follow that light as it travels down your right shoulder and your right arm, through the elbow, forearm, wrist, and into the hand. Feel the light shine on each finger and in between each finger. And then feel the whole hand and arm relax and quiet and feel heavy. I always think of that commercial from when I was young with the palm olive, the lady, the lady's soaking her hand in the palm olive dish, and just that idea of that warm kind of bathing feeling. Feel that star shine, just warm and relax the whole right arm and hand. Let the light come back up out of the fingertips, all the way through the hand, wrist, elbow, up into the shoulder, back to the heart. And then feel it travel down the left side of the body, the left arm rather, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, the front of the elbow, the back of the elbow, the forearm. Feel the light shine into the wrist and the hand of the left side. Feel it in the thumb and the first finger. The light shines in the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger. The space in between. And feel the hand warm with the star shine and relax. And become quiet. And become calm. Light travels up that left hand all the way through the wrist, into the forearm, up the arm, into the shoulder, back to the heart, and then drops down into the belly. Feel the warmth in the belly. And to feel it travel around the middle of you, kind of like a belt, like a hula hoop, feel it just roll around gently and softly, like it's like a hug almost for the middle of your body. Let the light come back to the back of the body, and then let it float up to the shoulders and back down the heart to the belly. And just let the whole core feel that warmth and that star shine and that calmness, that quietness, maybe a heaviness, a stillness. Now let that warmth, let that star shine drip into the right hip and the right thigh muscle, the hamstrings, the front and the back of the upper leg, into the knee, down the right shin and calf muscle, into the right ankle, the right heel, the bottom of the foot, the toes. Feel it on the top of the foot, the left and right side of the foot. It almost feel like if you've ever had a foot massage or I don't know, they put your feet in this like warm bath type stuff, like just feel that relaxing, warm feeling. The star shine is warming the foot and creating space for stillness. for quietness. And if there's any aches or pains, they just seep away. They just float and melt away. Let the stars shine all around the toes, the space between the toes. Let it go under the foot again. Relax that length of the sole. If you have that plantar fasciitis, tightness in the foot, just let it relax. And then come up the right ankle into the right lower leg, knee, upper leg, all the way to the right hip. And then let it travel over to the left hip. And then just let it feel like it melts. The starshine melts down that left leg all the way to the ankle and foot of the left side of the body. Feel the foot relax and open. Feel the quietness and the stillness. Let the light travel back up the left leg all the way to the left hip. Let it travel up the body all the way through the heart and shoulders and up into the neck. Feel the light shine on the neck and the shoulder area and just let them relax. And let go of any tightness or tension that you may be holding there that's not serving you well. Let it go, let it go. And then let it travel up into the jaw and the face, the muscles around the mouth. Let it travel on to the muscles around, the nose area, the eyes, the hairline of the body, the ears, and let the whole face feel almost like you're where Lillian shared with their magic carpet. You just feel the sun on the face, right? You feel the starshine, warm and relax the face. And then let it travel into your head and everywhere hair grows or used to grow. Let your light just fill up the head and then let it come out the top of the head like a torch, like a flashlight, like a candle. Let the light come back into the head. And then feel it just drip, 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 melt down the face, the head, the shoulders. And it comes back to the heart. In me, there is a light, and it lights the whole world. It radiates truth, boundless will, action, and knowledge. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Begin to invite movement back in your body with little wiggles. Roll the wrists, roll the ankles, roll the neck, maybe dropping the chin to the chest and let it roll side to side, just ever so slowly, ever so gently. And when you're ready, flutter those eyes open. All right, what did you discover?
That heat just go all over my body. Warmth,
Yay,
that was amazing.
you could feel it.
Yeah, it just sort of like it melted all the inflammation in all my joints.
Woo, woo, woo. Did anybody discover when you got somewhere that something was hurting that you didn't know about? Or did it just automatically just feel relaxed and
It just relaxed everything, yeah.
awesome. So a body scan is just going to different parts of your body and noticing what you feel. And like I say, I found that one really helpful for the very reason what you said. I feel that warmth. I can feel like the sun shining, and just feel it, helps you let go, helps you, like you said, melt away the inflammation. That's a great phrase. All right, so we'll close today by grabbing the hands together and folding the fingers and repeating that mantra that is a let's see, Rod Striker. This is his words. Yoga, I think my teacher calls him Yogi Rupi Rod Striker. I don't know what that all means, but anyway, to give credit where it's due. In me there is a light, and this is Dieta who made this up to remember it. All right, in me there is a light, and it lights the whole world.
And it lights the whole world.
There you go. It radiates truth. So fold the fingers and then stretch up so my hands are reaching up overhead. It lights the whole world. It radiates truth. Boundless will. Come on down to your bread basket and hold right here at your power, right? So I turned my fingers over, so I'm right here now. And it radiates truth, boundless will, and then action. Do your service hands. You're ready to do God's work with your hands. And knowledge is going to be wisdom with prayer, right? In me there is a light, and it lights the whole world.
I've done this.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you, Pastor Patty. I did take my medicine, but I'm still not focused. All right, then it radiates truth. Thank you, Pastor Patty.
Radiates truth.
Oh, that's why we're in community. All right. It radiates truth, boundless will, and that's where your power is, your seat of power in yoga. They call it the solar plexus, is it third chakra, maybe? I'm not sure. All right, so yeah, boundless will, action, knowledge. And one more time for the Trinity. All right, St. Patrick with his little shamrock. Here we go. In me there is light.
In me there is light.
It lights the whole world.
It's the whole world.
It radiates truth. Oh, get a good stretch. A boundless will.
Well.
Watch your shoulders there. See if you can get them back down where they need to be, because mine were up here. All right. And action.
Action.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Namaste, yogis.
Namaste.
Does anybody have any questions?
No, you're going to send all this to us?
I will. And I'm going to actually.
My 65-year-old mind won't forget.
No, yeah. And I'm going to send, it'll be later today because the funeral is today.
Oh, no worries.
But I will, yes, I will get, and I'm going to send you more meditations than the ones we did, just for you to try. But this week on the exit slip, if y'all would just describe how you're incorporating what we're doing in everyday life, because my mentor wants to hear about what kind of homework y'all are doing, right?
Yeah.
To achieve the goals that were set. So, so yeah, that would be great. All right. Well, those of you.
Will you send us another exit slip, or it's the one you sent already?
Yes, I'll send you another exit slip, so it'll have that additional idea on there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank y'all so very much. Y'all, this has changed. I hope it's changed my world to be able to explore and do this, and I hope it's changing yours. So
It is.
Very
Thank you.
good. Yes, thank you.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
Have a blessed